Nesson Nation, assemble. And welcome back to Boston has entered the chat. All right, George, we broke down game 3, Celtics, Knicks. We heard from Jason Tatum. We heard from Joe Mazzulla. Now it's time for predictions, my friend. Game 4, tonight, Madison Square Garden. Set the stage for me, my man. I need predictions. I need the score. I need to know who goes off. I need to know that you think the Celtics even up this series at 2 games
I really
apiece.
do. And they're making their shots.
Yeah.
And it's not just finding the great shots, but they're making the tough difficulty shots. And I think when you see what's important is you can understand the pressure that a Tatum and Brown entered game 3 with.
Yes.
And then you have Peyton Pritchard that was just playing loose, hunting for shots, taking transition threes and bricking him. But the importance is he's taking that shot. He has the confidence of mine will come to me. And then he has that buzzer beater first to end the first quarter, right? What you saw this team was step in, as Joe Mazzulla put the darkness, step into the Garden, embrace that they're on that stage, hug the fire in a way, and they just went out and played their basketball. Because in a way of, and Luke Cornett spoke about it before the game too, like there's a looseness of, all right, we played our worst ball. Can't get worse than that. So what do we have to lose if we just continue to play our basketball and find our shots? And that set up the defense. And when you have Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and Al Horford being your top 3 defenders, all playing 33-plus minutes, but you're making your shots and you're allowing everything to be established, like that's what it comes down to. So if you want one person to pop off, I guess you can go with the Jason Tatum, but they're going to keep taking that recipe of, look, I got OG on me, I got Josh Hart on me. Those guys are really good defenders. Mikal Bridges. It's the role players. And that's a depth of this team that makes them so special. So it's continue to go into the guys that have their shots or hitting from 3 and doing all of that. I do think the Celtics win once again. And they come back to TD Garden with that series tied 2-2.
All right.
To me, that's so substantial because all around, they cannot go down 3-1. That hole to dig is so hard.
Yeah.
The emotions of playoff basketball, along with the mental and physical toll, is too much to overcome being down 3-1, going back to your home court. But it's with all of that away, it is as if they hit reset on this series and they came in and just the absolute way they dominated defensively and hitting their shots, that's where my confidence comes from.
Before I give you my prediction, do you have any concern at all that the Pacers just went up 3-1 on the Cavs, who we both thought, hey, Cavs finally got that one to get back into the series, they'll tie it up, and they go down, and they got beat down, too. The Pacers took a commanding lead there. Does that give you any concern? I know it's a different series, but that's one of the ones where we looked at and we thought, well, the Cavs are going to even this up. Now we have a long series, a competitive series, and it looks like the Pacers are going to go ahead and wipe them out. Do you have any concerns with that as it pertains to the Knicks Celtics?
No,
unrelated to you.
No, it's just it's in another universe in my mind on that, and it's also the construction of the Pacers team. Shot makers, I mean, Nembhard and Halliburton are absolutely unreal. They have good bigs in the paint as well, but they are play fast, hit shots. They're not going to defend and muck it up. What this Knicks team has done, and it's been really the last few years, get into the postseason, get you into a rock fight, keep a game close, and then they show up in the fourth quarter in the second half especially.
Brunson closes you.
Exactly. Right. But this time around, the Celtics didn't allow it to get close to a rock fight. And you asked about it. Every time that lead got to 20 plus, 18, 26 points, you go, okay, here's where they faltered, here's where they faltered. And they didn't do that.
That's right.
Mikal Bridges was MIA. Again, it's letting OG and Josh shoot this offense out of rhythm. Just the mastery of this Celtics team, so.
Well, the Pacers also have that real playoff experience going to the Eastern Conference Finals the last season.
Yeah.
The Knicks, not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my
And what
prediction.
do the Celtics have?
Championship
experience.
pedigree, right. Okay, here's my prediction. I teased this earlier. I'm going to pay it off here. This is a Jason Tatum game, I believe, tonight in this series. Obviously, we've seen championship moments from Tatum, but this is the moment in this series for Jason Tatum. I think he goes off tonight, 30-plus points for him. Now, I also said, and I incorrectly predicted this for Game 3, I thought all of the games in this series would be extremely competitive, come down to the wire. You know, maybe it's Brown, maybe it's Tatum at the end, or Brunson, or whoever. I was wrong. Game 3 was a beatdown. And I mean, listen, even the final score, 115-93, it didn't even feel that close, and that's a beatdown. Listen to the scores in the series. 108-105, Game 1. We know the Knicks came back from a big deficit, forced overtime, and won it. 91-90. I mean, honestly, that's 1996 Knicks basketball. That's low scoring as it gets in today's NBA. And then 115-93, Celtics blew the doors off of them. I think tonight is close. I'm going to go back to my Game 3 prediction. I was like 109, 105. I'm going to run that back. I'll go 109, 104. and I'm taking the Celtics here. I think this is a hard-fought game, the best one of the series so far, and it's Jason Tatum's moment. 30-plus points. He dominates. He does that stupid little celebration with the three holding his wrist. I think Tatum takes over tonight. 30-plus points. Celtics win, even the series, coming back to Boston.
I mean, this is the guy that coming off that wrist injury against the Magic, which was, again, so perplexing about why they were just struggling offensively. Misses a game with his wrist, comes back, drops 35-plus in 3 straight. And then all of a sudden against the Knicks, maybe it's a layoff, it's a different style of defense.
Yeah.
Right? And that was what was throwing everything in a turbine. What stood out to me again with the Celtics when it came to their offense, they were getting into that first action immediately. They weren't waiting for half the shot clock to go away.
That's right.
Allowing a defense to get set, going to the first action, and you give yourself less time to get that second, third option on your offense. And they weren't getting as locked in when it came to defensive mismatches. Hunt Jalen Brunson, Hunt Karl Anthony Towns. That's fine. But they were going with good looks, and they were going with guys that all complemented each other. You got to be in close. You have it north of 100. I do think the Knicks now see, okay, we dared them to shoot the first 2 games and it paid off. Now they're hitting contested threes. This is more of a lock-in, but offensively, they have to know they have to take quality shots to get their defense set, and in order to get stops, I think this pace gets even slower. I think it gets more physical. I think this dips back below the century mark.
Really?
I still have Celtics winning this one in Game 4.
What do you have?
And I don't expect a big game from Jason Tatum. I think they keep going with that medicine of we're going to beat you down as a team.
Sure.
Give me Celtics 97. 89.
I'm writing this down.
Knicks ain't
97,
breaking 90.
89?
Knicks
What
ain't
is this,
breaking 90.
Pacers, Knicks, Reggie Miller, John Starks?
What do we see, 91-90?
What? 97, 89.
Yes.
Wow, that is a boring game.
It is, but the Celtics will win by any means, and they'll win with defense. And even think about what they were doing, picking up a Jalen Brunson 35 feet from the hoop, like just as he gets past half court. And it is a Drew Holiday just being in his pocket. It is a Jason Tatum and a Jaylen Brown being in his grill. When you can switch on everything, I'm just going to ride with that.
You see it at the bottom of your screen. Tweet at us using the hashtag NESSNChat. Email us at chat@nesson.com. Were you saying one more thing?
We will see Kristaps Porzingis one-day rest. That's what I'm intrigued by.
Really?
Just with one day off in between
I don't know.
Game 3 and 4.
Can we get my man some chicken noodle soup or something? Like, what is going on?
He's switching up his sleep cycle.
God.
He's changing how he's starting his day. He's working on his routine. He's just waking up and having absolutely no energy.
Hey, football season never sleeps. When we come back, we'll go around the NFL for news and notes and Patriots rookie mini camp. We got it all here on Boston Has Entered the Chat. Roll with us. We'll be back.